feeling.
It's the time of the day when all seems okay. It gets better when I hear you play. I keep begging for more emotions they soar as you take me on that Lexus tour. When I'm going home, it's drive time on joy. Whoa. Lexus, take me home. It's drive time on joy. Whoa. Lexus, take me home. Whoa. Whoa. Lexus, take me home.
Hi, this is Nana Window. Listen to Personality Profiles with Lexus Bill. Get inspired, get nourished, and grow to be the best that you want to be. Personality Profile and 99.7 FM. I love it.
Hi, this is Mr. Simons. Keep listening to Personality Profile with Lexus Bill. This is the program that inspires you and brings you very close to your role models.
I'm Vera Kwakofi, Current Affairs Editor of BBC Africa. Keep listening to Lexus Bill on Personality Profile on Joy 99.7 FM. You could just be able to hear the best piece of advice that sets you on the course to success.
Hi, my name is James Ebo-White, or everyone calls me Uncle Ebo-White. You know, what you'll be 5 years from now depends on only two things: the books you read and the people you meet. On Personality Profile, you meet the kind of people you need to meet to make your transition to your greatness. You want a program that would help you, inspire you, motivate you. Why bother to turn to other channels? Just stay here on Personality Profile and you'll get all the inspiration you need.
Best. You can be the King Kong banging on your chest.
You could beat the world, you could beat the war. You could talk the guy, go banging on his door.
You can throw your hands up, you can beat the clock.
Yeah.
You can move a mountain, you can break rocks.
You could be a master, don't wait for luck. Dedicate yourself and you can find yourself.
Standing in the Hall of Fame. Yeah. And the world's gonna know your name.
Yeah.
Cause you burn with the God's flame. Yeah. And the world's gonna know your name. Yeah. And you'll be on the walls of the Hall of Fame. Go the distance, you can run the mile. You can walk straight through hell with a smile.
You could be the hero, you could get the gold. Breaking all the records they thought never could be broke.
Yeah, do it for your people, do it for your pride. Are you ever gonna know if you ever even try?
Do it for your country, do it for your name. Cause there's gonna be a day when you're
Standing in the Hall of Fame. And the world's gonna know your name. Cause you burn with the God's flame. And the world's gonna know your name. And you'll be on the walls of the Hall of Fame. Be a champion. Be a champion. Be a champion. Be a champion of the Hall of Fame. Be students, be teachers, be politicians, be preachers. Yeah. Be believers, be leaders, be astronauts, be champions, be truth seekers. Be students, be teachers, be politicians, be preachers. Yeah. Be believers, be leaders, be astronauts, be champions. Standing in the Hall of Fame. Yeah. And the world's gonna know your name. Cause you burn with the God's flame. And the world's gonna know your name. You'll be on the walls of the Hall of Fame. Be a champion, you can be the best. You can be a champion, and you know your trust. Be a champion.
That's right. You could be sitting in the Hall of Fame and the world will know your name. Good evening and welcome to Personality Profile here on Joy 99.7 FM. I'm Lexus Bill, and in the next hour you would actually hear a great conversation with a good brother. On Thursday evenings, we actually get to talk to great Guineans doing amazing things and getting to know a bit about their lives and what inspires them and all of that. You're so welcome. This conversation is live on our Facebook page. You can check out the video and share it with your friends and family. Let them know that Personality Profile is on. And this evening is going to be a really good conversation. Actually, I'm spending time with a brother who probably, I can say, is the happiest parliamentarian at the moment. Because he was actually sworn in only this week. Yeah. So in March this year, we lost the Member of Parliament for the Kumo constituency, Honorable Philip Atabaswa. May his soul rest in peace. Now, as a result of that, a by-election was held to elect a new Member of Parliament for the constituency. And, of course, the by-election was not without the usual drama and politicking and, all those things here and there. A few accusations here, But it did go on with all the serious party campaigns and whatnot. Eventually, a young, vibrant chartered accountant stood on the ticket of the New Patriotic Party, NPP, and won the seat. Well, this man earned a master's in financial economics at Ohio University. He achieved his professional certificate in accounting. He worked as a senior accountant at Vanguard Properties Development Ghana. He's held several positions at Vanguard, including financial controller, where he managed an annual budget of $4 million. Before joining Vanguard, he was also an account officer at the Millennium Development Authority, and he's done a lot. But now he's actually entered a new office, and we get to find out why, brother, and how. His name is Ernest Anim, Honorable Member of Parliament for Kumo constituency.
Yeah.
My brother, how does that sound? When you hear that, how does it feel?
Yeah, I'm just humbled, and I feel that is all about God. It's God that has, brought me to where I am and where I find myself right now.
Yeah.
Because, like you mentioned, as at March, I didn't know I was going to find myself in this position.
I know.
Because as at March, I was minding my business.
Yeah.
I was working, thinking of how I was, going to end up the year, getting more bonuses from work and all that. So I never believed and I never thought of it.
And then here you are, right?
Here I am.
The constituency.
We are in June. We are in June, and I'm the Member of Parliament for Kumawu, and it's so amazing. And I feel that I'm blessed. And
well, I'll tell you one thing though. Before March, he had hair. 3 months later, he's growing gray with the little that he has on his head.
yes. Because now I carry the whole burden of over 34,000 people in Kumawu. And
but anyway, congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
How has it been these past few days? Has it all sunk in yet?
Not that yet, because for close to 8 weeks, let's say 8 weeks now, I haven't had any good sleep. Yes. It's just been working hard.
Did you tell your doctor you were coming on the show? He needs to hear this.
Oh yes, he's aware, because from time to time I go in to get some checkups done and all that, because this journey hasn't been that easy for me, because I hadn't planned for this journey yet. Because in politics, people plan to enter, and they put in a lot of effort. And I know even for Kumawu, there were people that had planned to run for primaries for 2024, and they had been going through the constituency, meeting people and all that. But I didn't have that opportunity, because I had not planned to run for the primaries this time around. Yes. And, that's why I say...
Was it in the plan?
It was in the plan, but not
this
early, yes. Because in my scheme of things, I knew I was going to run for the position sometime 2028, 2032.
Oh, okay.
So that was when I was targeting to go into the House, because I felt that I needed to achieve a lot in my professional career and all that. So I needed that time for myself, and I needed that time for my family as well. So, but it's just happened that we lost our member of parliament, and in politics you don't let chances just slide like that. So I just felt no, maybe it's God telling me that it's my time now to just step in, because sometimes when you are not pushed by situations, you might lose certain bigger opportunities. So I felt that this opportunity came, and it was for me to take it.
But if it was in the plan to do it 2028 or 2032, why didn't you stick to the plan? Where was the opportunity in this?
So in politics, you need to be very strategic. Okay, so we had a member of parliament that had been in parliament for 10 years. Okay, he was going to finish up with his 12 years. Okay. So you're getting a new candidate who comes in now, okay? So assuming I had decided not to run this time, and we get a new candidate, at least that candidate will probably want to run for at least two, three terms. So that means that it pushes me all the way to 2036.
Right.
And by which time maybe I would have lost that interest.
Okay.
Yes, once the opportunity comes and arrives, yes, you just need to go in for that.
I see.
Yeah.
So take me through the last couple of days. I mean, since you're sorry, and I watched you in Parliament, taking the oath of allegiance and whatnot. How was this is more like your first day in school, eh?
First day in school. But this time around, we didn't get this kind of heckling from the minority and all that, and it goes to buttress the point that the events of May 23rd, after the declaration of the results, and the AC declared that I had won with 71%. That was overwhelming, and I feel that it wasn't just MPP people voting for me. I felt that people from the other divide also voted for me as well. So once the entire constituency accepts you, like you are universally accepted, because everyone feels that it's not just sheer luck or something. Yes, you worked hard for it, and it's because of the love people have for you and the confidence they have in you. So based on that, I knew that the minority were going to accept me.
Okay.
I remember one polling station, I had the honorable member for Kujeto's constituency. What's the name? Okay, so Kujetu Ablakwa, Honorable Kujetu Ablakwa. He was a polling agent for one of the polling stations at the constituency. So I remember going in there and having this. Then they had started counting the results, and he knew I was going to win. And in politics, once you have a good candidate against your own person, that you just have to accept it in good stride. And everybody from the minority knew that Ernest had worked so hard, and he deserved to be the member of parliament for Kumewu. So I believe that on Tuesday, during the swearing in, like everybody had accepted me.
Right. Okay.
Yes, and
that's good.
We had it was a very short ceremony. Like I had my paramount chief accompanying me to the swearing-in ceremony. I had a couple of chiefs coming from my area as well. I had my family in there, and I looked up there. I saw my family up there. I saw a few close friends around, and I felt that I have been blessed by God.
That's good. That's good.
And right after the swearing-in, we didn't have the opportunity to even go out and, take some break. We had to continue with the business of the house, and I had just a few minutes with my family outside, and I had to come back and just continue with the business. So it's been work. Then on Wednesday that's yesterday, we had to go back to the house, and we had the approval of the Chief Justice and all that, so it was a busy day as well. Then today has been one of the busiest of all. I couldn't make it to the house because right after the election there was this propaganda spreading around that the construction of the roads had been abandoned and that the equipment had been taken from site. So and that's something that I had gone on different platforms to like rebut. I felt that it was just mere propaganda because construction was ongoing, the contractor was on site, work was ongoing, but people still kept saying all manner of things. And
I think one of the things we were saying was the fact that the works have stalled.
Not stalled.
Before the elections, you were
So Lexus, today we actually spent the entire day at the constituency. I was with the Roads Minister, the Deputy Roads Minister, and the entire team from the Ministry of Roads and Highways. And the media team that joined us, they will attest to the fact that the amount of work that has gone in between May 23rd and now, compared to what had happened between when construction started and we had a by-election, there's been significant improvement.
Okay.
And I can say on authority that the contractor has exceeded expectation. And all that people were saying, I believe, is just to score political points. And that is something that we wanted to make it clear to to Ghanaians today. Yes. So my journey from swearing in hasn't been that easy.
Yeah.
And I feel that there is a lot of responsibility on my head now, and I just don't have to relax. I just need to keep working for my people.
I mean, a few months ago, you had a very quiet life, running around the world, managing projects and whatnot.
I would say I'm kind of used to this life. Yes.
Okay.
Because what I was doing before coming in down here, I was managing projects, and I was managing different projects on different time zones, because I was managing some in Asia, some in Africa as well, and I was based in the States, so you can imagine the different time zones. I was on 13 plus 13 plus 8 plus 4 plus 5, so like you don't sleep. So I can say God prepared me for this occasion.
Yeah, we'll get to talk about it now. I'm just curious about how life has been up till now, because like we rightly said, hitherto you had a different kind of life. Now here you are.
Yeah.
But where are you from and where did you grow up?
Okay. So I hail from Kumau, Bodomase. So Bodomase is the second largest town in my constituency after Kumau. And I was born in Kumase. At Old Tafo. Yes, my parents, Mr. Francis Ernest and my mom, Mercy Opoku. So I was raised in Tafo for some years. Then we moved to Bokrom Estate, also in the mention of Kumasi as well. So I started schooling in Old Tafo. Yeah, I started from the Saito, then I moved on to the private school, also in Tafo. Then
what were your parents into?
So my mom was a hairdresser, my dad was a businessman. Yeah, so.
Would you say you come from a privileged background?
Not really. It's quite average. Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
How many siblings you have?
3. Yeah, so there are 4 of us. Yeah.
Okay.
I have. We are 2 boys, then 2 girls. Yeah. So my elder brother Emmanuel, and my sisters Constance and Dora. Yes. So. So growing up, I went to school, basic school in Bokrom Estate. Then from there, I went to senior high school at Kumasi Academy. Kumaka. Nice. So that's where everything started. Yeah. So back in Bokrom Estate, where I had my JHS. Okay, so I had my JHS as Prince of Peace, and I started off from primary school as school prefect. Then I ended up at the JSS as school prefect as well.
Oh, wow.
Then when I ended up in Kumasi Academy too, I was a senior boys prefect at the time. So
wow.
I can say leadership is something that maybe God, yes, it's been in me. So,
but what really was your career path you wanted to chart?
So I wanted to be an accountant.
Oh, is it?
Yes. So
what made you choose that?
So when I was 5 years, I remember this man from Old Tafo. When he comes around, he tries to find out from every kid what every kid wants to be in the future. And people would say, I want to be a medical doctor, I want to be a lawyer and all that. But I wasn't into that. I was good in school, but I just felt that no, medicine wasn't my area. I felt law wasn't something I wanted to do. I wanted to just, count money. So all I needed was just to do accounting and just become an accountant sometime in future. So when I went to Kumasi Academy, I went to study business, and I did accounting as well. So school preferred then. So that's where I can say that I got my proper training from, and from our history. I don't know, others would say other things, but I can say my generation, I was one outstanding prefect, and
Okay.
yes, my generation can attest to that.
What made you an outstanding prefect?
So what I can say on that is I was able to push Kumasi Academy very far during my year. I was one prefect that was into debating as well, and we entered the regional debate finals.
Okay.
Yes, so I took my school to the finals then with Prempeh College, and Prempeh College eventually won. But then we were able to take the school to that level.
Wow.
And combining that, I was one school prefect too that I was SU secretary at the same time.
Spirito too.
Spirito as well. I was also the vice president for PMSU, Presbyterian Methodist Students Union. Yeah, so I combined a whole lot of things during my time, and I was also the president for the wildlife club for the school. So
How are you able to do all of these things at the same time?
So yes, so that's something that I can say that God prepared me from that period, because I was able to manage all these different roles, from the religious side to the other side. And I can say that within that period when I was in Kumaka, tutors and everybody, students could attest to the fact that I was able to perform very well. Even though I had several other things to handle, but I still was able to bring that up there. So from Kumasi Academy, I ended up at the University of Cape Coast. So before University of Cape Coast, actually, I went to University of Ghana, because Legon, yes. So I had two things. Either I ended up in a business school at Legon or business school at UCC.
Okay.
So then I started off with statistics, because they had this sandwich program which will normally start before actual school reopens. So I entered into ISE. So I studied certificate in statistics then. So
that's at Legon.
That's at Legon, yeah, at the Institute of Statisticals, yeah. So right after that, then I had my letters from the two schools. So I had Legon and I had UCC at the time. So it was a bit of a challenge for me choosing between those two schools. But what really made it easy for me was the choice of program. And because I had planned to be an accountant, I just didn't want to, deviate from that side. So Legon offered me economics and UCC offered me Bachelor of Commerce.
Okay.
And I felt that once I wanted to be an accountant, why then do I need to switch to a different field? So I just kept it and moved to University of Cape Coast. And I can say that I had so much fun studying Bachelor of Commerce compared to if I had gone to Legon for economics. Yes.
Well, you wouldn't know that because you didn't.
Because you know why?
Tell me.
When I'll get there. But when I had my master's, so I had my master's in financial economics. So my struggles in financial economics was because of economics. So my decision to go into commerce was something that I felt it was divine. Because if I had gone into economics, maybe I wouldn't have ended up becoming who I am today.
Right.
Yeah. So,
right.
Yeah. So, I ended up at UCC. I studied commerce. Then, I ended up as the JCRC Hall president for Atlantic Hall.
Right.
Yes. So I'm a marina as well, and we have some mariners in the house too as well.
Yes.
Yeah, Maestro and the likes. Yeah. So after UCC, I came to the world. I started working. So my first job was national service with Millennium Development Authority, MEDA. So I started with MEDA. I worked with MEDA from national service. I got full-time employment with MEDA as well. I was with MEDA for close to from 2009 until 2012.
Okay.
Then I moved to Vanguard Properties.
Vanguard Properties.
Vanguard Properties,
Yeah.
yes. So we're into real estate. So we had some big projects. So that's where we managed like $4 million. So
Yeah.
we had big projects to manage at the time. Vanguard Heights at Cantonment. You see that Twin Towers and Cantonment. We had Vanguard Villas also around Cantonment's area. Then we had Vanguard Estates, Vanguard Enclave also at Amasaman. We had Vanguard Oasis and at Pram Pram.
Yeah.
So we had to manage all these projects. So I started over as a senior accountant, and I ended up as financial controller at one point before I decided to go back to school
And go do your masters in
and go
Ohio.
do my master's in Ohio. So I ended up at Ohio University Athens campus. So there I went to study financial economics. Then after Ohio University, I worked in the States. I worked with some companies. Yes, I worked with McGraw-Hill. Then I worked with Envision. So around 2017, we at my company actually were in charge of the inauguration of then President Donald Trump. So we managed the inauguration for Trump at the Capitol and the National Mall as well. So I had that opportunity to really, be part of that big event, the inauguration of Donald Trump. So from Envision, fortunately for me, Cardinal Emerging Market, they won the contract to manage the fiscal agency for the compact for MEDA. So I ended up in Ghana as a payment and tax specialist.
Okay.
So I worked with MEDA from 2017 all the way to 2022 September.
There you go. So all along, there was no sign of politics.
So politics came in along the line, because all this school politics that I was doing is all politics.
Right.
But
I'm
okay,
talking
so
national
at
politics.
UCC, I was a TESCON member.
Okay.
And I was an executive member of TESCON. I was rep from Quapro. So that was one area within the university community. So I served as the TESCON rep there. I couldn't take up a bigger role in TESCON because I was hall president back then. So I could only take up that role. So I started with TESCON. Then around 2008, when we had a general election, I was part of the team that was dispatched to the voter region as polling agent. And
Okay.
we had to run back to Accra because of the hostile and, treatment we had from the people at the time in the voter
was it
region.
like?
Okay, so as a student in the university, you are sent out to the voter region. You don't even know where you are asked to go. So we go in buses and we are dispatched to various polling stations. And you go there and you are told by other agents, you have to run for your life. You can't stay here because that is not how we do our things here. So most of us had to run for our lives at the time. So we came back to Cape Coast then.
Just because they told you to run, you run?
No, there were other things that I wouldn't want to go into.
What things?
Like this, I think that these things
No,
happen.
I'm curious. I just want to
It
understand
happened
what it is.
during
Do
the
you get what I'm saying?
2008 elections,
Yeah.
and I feel that Ghana has gone past that age. Yeah, so we wouldn't want to go into it and try to spill the beans and all that. So I wouldn't want to go into that. So that was them.
I'm just a little curious.
Like every party will want to protect its stronghold, and they have their own strategies in protecting their strongholds. And I can say that was their strategy at the time. Yes, once you're able to frustrate the agents of the other party,
Okay.
you get a chance to do whatever you want to do at the polling station. So
Was your
whatever,
life threatened?
very. So most of us had to run to then district chief executive because we were in power at the time. MPP were in power at the time. President Kufuor was the president at the time. But in the voter region, we're like the opposition there because you go there and you see macho men and all these people, they come at you and you don't need to be told. Yeah,
Okay.
so
All right, I guess.
so those are the things that happened. So that was me at the university then, university politics. So right after school, I registered with a polling station at Kumao constituency, Bodomasa Methodist Primary School. So that's where I registered. Then immediately I had to get a party card because I knew I was going to do party politics. So I registered and I got my party card in 2012. I got my full party card as a party member in 2012. Although I had my TESCOM membership and all that, but I had a full Kumawu constituency membership back in 2012. Then I started contributing my quota to my polling station. So I was then helping out just at the polling station level because I felt that I was then entering into my accounting career and everything, and I just needed to take it easy. I just didn't want to go in full time at the time, so I would come in during elections and help. So then we had our candidate, late member of parliament, Honorable Baswa. So Baswa was then our candidate for the election for 2012. So he became our MP in 2013. So then I would go in from time to time to help out. So 2016 election.
And all this while, did you have
the ambition?
The ambition to do
okay.
mainstream?
So right from the university, I had the ambition to become a member of parliament one day, but I just wasn't sure when it was going to happen.
Why did you want to have that ambition?
So I feel that God has given me that thing, that service, and I feel that one way I can help develop my place is to be able to serve my people. And to be able to serve, you need to be in a position of influence. And to be able to do that, you need to run for a political office. And that's the only way I feel that I can contribute my quota to my people. Although I'm here to serve them.
If you're not a member of parliament, you don't think you could help your people?
So you can help them in other ways. But you see, becoming a member of parliament, it gives you so much influence, okay? If you are not a member of parliament, there are certain privileges that you might not get. And I feel that one way, you see, you go to a
like
place...
Like what privileges?
Okay, so after my election, I had several people coming to me. They needed admissions, okay, at different levels, nursing training, teacher training, university and all that. But once you're a member of parliament and you're able to really build relationships, you're able to help people in that regard. If I'm just
being
an accountant,
a member of parliament,
yes,
builds favoritism?
Not favoritism.
That's what it
by
sounds
by virtue of your position, you're also entitled to certain benefits in society. So that is by virtue of the position.
Yeah, but that sounds like favoritism. And
no, that is not
nepotism.
favoritism, because we can all not be member of parliament. And you see, me sitting in Vanguard as an accountant, I cannot go to a nursing training college and tell the principal there I need admission for somebody from Kumawu. No, I cannot do that.
But as a member of parliament, you can.
As a member of parliament, yes, I'm serving my people. My people are beneficiaries of all these things. You see, these
But is
schools
that
are,
right?
That is right, because these are government institutions, okay? And I feel that, yes, my people deserve the best. And once they qualify, they need to be there. So it is not just by virtue of my position as member of parliament, I just go there, I need this number of protocol admissions. No, it is on merit. And I feel that there are several other people in my constituency that are well qualified, they are well positioned, but because of where they find themselves, they are not able to, actually get to the top. And I feel that as member of parliament, I'll be able to bring up these people. And one of the things that I have spelled out to my people is, for me, my target is that I want to see Kumawu producing engineers, lawyers, doctors in the next few years. So my target is, this year I'm trying to get at least 20 people into areas that can help get them to that level. So this year my target is to help get people into nursing training colleges where we can also produce nurses in my constituency.
You have over 34,000 constituents.
Yes.
And your target is helping 20 people?
Okay, so you are talking about 34,000. Out of the 34,000, there are about 15,000 that are not yet there. They are probably in the basic school. They are probably in in secondary school. Okay, they are in the training colleges and all that. So, and there are so many of them who are already working in a working class. So I don't think that. And you see, that is my target. But there are others that are privileged enough to have parents that are able to push them there. So I don't need to push such people, but I only need to push those underprivileged.
I mean, it sounds all too easy to do when you say you want to help individuals and whatnot, but I would have thought that probably the easier way is to help build the schools and the systems in your community, so that everybody, because I doubt all 34,000 people have access to you. So maybe some 20 people will have access to you.
So
but
fortunately for us,
also need some development.
Fortunately for us, we have 8 secondary schools in my constituency now. We are hoping that at least in the next few years we can add on to it. We don't have any tertiary institution. We have only one. That is a Westphalian. So the plan is to try to lobby government to at least get one nursing training college, at least in the next few years. Then get one teacher training college there too as well. So once we get all these things in place, at least our burden.
Okay. So I get the impression that you're looking at education as one of the things that you want to help develop in your constituency. Is that it?
That is it. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a young man, and I feel that once I've had the opportunity to be able to get up there, I should be able to help the less privileged to also get to where I've made it in life. Yes.
I see. Well, you are enjoying a good job in the US, getting big fat checks and annual bonuses and whatnot. I've spoken to a lot of MPs, and they tell you that, look, it's not easy. It's not as rewarding as we see it. A few of them would tell me that, Charlie, they wake up and they have to pay bills. And, you rightly said, some people come to you because they want a chance to get into certain institutions and whatnot. It doesn't look that enticing, but you're still keen on leaving a job that you had in the US and coming down to come and do this job.
So, Lexus, like I mentioned to you, everything that happened in my life, even ending up at Kumasi Academy, it was divine, because that wasn't where I wanted to go, but God placed me there for something special. Ending up at the University of Cape Coast, it was divine. And I feel becoming a member of parliament at this point in my life, I feel it is the calling of God for me to come in now and serve my people. I had these questions from different people when I made the decision to run for this position, because people will feel like you have a good job in the States. I manage projects as a project manager for like a company like DT Global and all that. So why would you decide to come down and, become a member of parliament? But I feel that one way that I can help society is to be able to serve my people. And I believe that in service, there are several rewards. Yes, rewards that are not only financial, but I feel that with the blessing of God, sometimes, you don't need money.
Okay.
Yes.
Well,
you don't
Ghana,
need money.
You need money.
I know we need money, but God has blessed us now.
Are you a rich man?
I wouldn't say I'm a rich man, but I'm okay.
Yeah, okay.
I'm okay.
Absolutely.
Yes, at least I'm able to enjoy certain basic.
Yeah. Whose idea was it eventually because like you rightly said, you were not really prepared for it.
Yeah.
It just came out of the blue because Honorable Baswami, so rest in peace, passed on.
So the decision to come down and run, it wasn't just by myself. So I discussed that with my wife, and I discussed with my parents as well. For my parents, it wasn't easy.
Why?
One of them was against it. One was in support of it.
Why were they against it?
Okay, like you rightly put it. Why would you leave your creative job and come down here and get people come to you 6 a.m. in the morning asking for school fees and all that? So he felt that no, I still needed to work more, make some more before I decide to come down and really serve. But I felt that this was a divine one. And
you didn't want to let it out, but you made us know that that's your father who was against it.
No, I only said he. it can be.
But your
some-
mother is not here.
I know, but you know how men are. So, yeah.
No. But I'm curious if it is
Yeah.
indeed him.
It was him.
Good.
But
So-
now he's 100% in.
Okay.
Because he thought about it initially.
Yeah.
But I had to give him reasons
Yeah.
why I wanted to come in at this point. And he had to agree to the fact that that is my passion in life. My passion is to be able to serve my people. And he felt that once is my passion, he needs to support me.
You had just a few weeks to the primaries.
Yeah.
How did you prepare?
So it wasn't easy. So I was en route to the Gambia, and I had to do a stopover in Ghana just to be able to commiserate with the family of the late MP. I was on my way to like do a 1 week monitoring in the Gambia. Then on arrival at Kotoka, I received this WhatsApp message on the guidelines for the party. Nominations was in just 2 days, and vetting and everything and filing of nomination was just in 5 days and all that. So I had to quickly change every plan that I had to just stay and pick my nomination, file, go through vetting. We had just 2 weeks for our primaries. So the first week was just picking up nomination, filing of nomination, vetting. Then the following week was campaign and election.
Okay.
So we had 2 weeks. And within the 2 weeks, I can tell you, Lexus, it was really challenging for me because I had not prepared for this at that point in time. But, you know, sometimes when God, that's why I say it's divine. So he provides helpers.
Okay.
So I had helpers from everywhere.
Yeah.
People that were ready to support my cause. People that were ready to contribute money to support me. People that were
Including
ready.
Alan Chouamachin?
No.
He didn't support
No,
you?
now I'll come to that point.
Okay.
I said people that were ready to
No,
support
but did
me.
he support you?
No. I will end up there.
Okay, all right.
I will end up there. So I had my friends. I'm talking about my friends and family.
Okay.
Yes. So initially I had my friends.
Yeah.
I can say on authority that no presidential aspirant supported me in my first week of campaign. That is the record, and is a fact. No presidential aspirant.
Okay.
No presidential aspirant. No party member supported me my first week, second week. It was my friends and family that had faith in me. They knew I could make it, and they had so much confidence in the fact that Ernest was going to win. So they came on board, they provided support, they provided finances, and I can tell you, even though I had just 1 week to prepare for an election, God provided all that for me within that period of time.
Wow.
Yes. And it will shock you the amount of money I was able to raise within that short period to be able to run for the primaries.
They should have called you to help with the IMF conversation.
So that is all from the training that God gave me. You know, when I was here at Joy Prime last year with Kumasi Academy when we were commissioning our project,
Yeah.
I mentioned to people that we're able to raise 8 million Ghana cedis to put up that edifice for our school. And it was just that skill.
Yeah.
Yes. So I knew that God had given me that skill to be able to, draw people from everywhere to just come on board. Yeah.
Right. So, like you rightly said earlier, there were people in the constituency who were eyeing this seat.
Yeah.
And
it will shock you. There were 8 people that picked nominations to file.
And most of these people were based in Ghana. They have been working in the constituency. They had been going around the constituency. You hadn't done none of that.
I had not done none of that, but I had been a true party member.
No, that's
During
fine.
the 2020 elections, I was one person that was with the late member of parliament the entire campaign.
Okay.
I supported him both financially and fiscally. I was everywhere.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yes. So I can say on authority that was what worked the trick for me.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Because I was going to ask, how then did you make it? How did you win? How did you win this?
So how I made it was the fact that, one, like I can say, it is God factor first, because I had several prophecies growing up, and I had I had men of God praying for me and men of God telling me it is your time. And once I knew it was the calling of God, you know, people would say I was overconfident, but that wasn't it. I could tell party people that I was going to win.
I see.
Because I knew within me that I was going to win.
Around the time, there were so many allegations that you were sharing a lot of money. You were sharing some rice.
Oh, that was during the main by-election, not the primaries.
I'm talking about, yes, the
main by-election.
Yes, that's what
yeah.
I'm talking about.
Those were...
Were you?
No.
You were not?
No.
Okay, you didn't share rice?
Ernest Anim,
fabric?
I never in my life shared
money?
Rice. Money, no. I never influenced people with money. If it was money, I'm sure NDC would have won. If
Why?
it was money. On the Monday before the election, on Tuesday, I went to 2 towns at Nkwanta and Temate. I was there, and one lady told me, "Oh, say Sia na NDC for ni free ha, omoma isika, omoma yemo, omoma nyoma." And I mean so made them and sapine by. So Lexus, even from the account of these people, so I sat back on the Monday night and I'm like, so these people are going around sharing monies and doing all sort of things, and they go out there and put out on truth. They go out there and say, "Oh, MPP, this is what we are doing," but they were doing worse than we did.
So all the help that you got, financial help, what did it go into?
So, you know, in politics, it's all about how well you're able to resource yourself, because campaigning comes, you know, logistics. You need vehicles. You need to be able to fuel their vehicles. You need to be able to pay stipends to your drivers. You need to be able to pay stipends to people that would go around to canvass for votes and all that. So that is where the money goes into.
Yeah.
So you need money for fuel. You need money for the personnel you assemble to run the campaign for you, because they cannot go hungry working for you. You need to be able to, you know, get them money to be able to, you know, do the work wholeheartedly. So those are the areas that the money is going to. Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah.
Well, at least one thing is for sure: the prophecies that were on your life have come true, and now you're a member of parliament.
Yes.
What really do you want to see for your people?
So what I want to see for my people is, you see, today I was in the constituency and I could see life in my people. I went to Oyoko and I could see old people run to me. People were excited. They were excited for the reason that now they can see their roads are being developed. Okay, now they can feel that something is happening within. And what I want to see is, in the next few months, my people in Abotanso, my people in Raso, my tomato farmers, they go to their farms, they get their produce out, they don't have people to buy them. They don't have storage for these produce. My people within Bodomase, my people within Kumau, my people within Akroche, they go to their farms, they have maize, they don't have storage. They go bad, they lose money. So what I want to see within the next few weeks, next few months, next few years, is to be able to provide that resource for them, to be able to have storage for their produce, to be able to ensure that they have a market for their produce. Once they are able to bring their produce out, they have people that are ready to buy.
I see.
And that is what I want to see happen to them. What I want to see for my people is people having hope that once they are out of school, at least they will have good jobs to do. They will have places to work.
Yeah.
You go to my constituency, the young people are complaining they don't have jobs. And that is what I want to see in the next few years, that people come out of school, they have jobs to do. And that is what will give me that joy and that satisfaction.
Do you think your government is in a position to make that happen?
So I can say on authority that MPP, yes, we can do that. And within the last 6 years, when before you go to places and people do not have hope. But now there is hope. There is hope that at least with free SHS, once they are out of GHS, they can enter secondary school. Once kids go to school, they know that they can get food to eat. You know, before, kids could not go to school because they go to school hungry.
And when they're out of SHS?
And when they're out of SHS, now, in my constituency, for instance, we have TVET. Okay? Government has provided the structure, the infrastructure, everything there. So now we can train people that want to go into skill training. We can train people that can also, run their own businesses. So I feel that with all these policies and with all these that the government is doing now, we would see the fruit of it in the next few years to come.
Okay.
Yes.
Good stuff. I've really enjoyed conversing with you. I'm curious, what's the first lesson you learned in Parliament?
So the very first one is to pay attention.
Okay.
And
I saw you putting your hands behind you and being all goody and up there.
yes,
I'm like,
that is me. That is me, and I feel that I've got a lot to learn.
yeah.
And to be able to excel, you need to be able to pay attention. You need to be able to study what people are doing in there. There are people with so many years of experience in the house.
Yeah.
I need to be able to learn from these people. I need to be able to attend sittings each particular day to be able to acquaint myself with the rules and everything and the procedures of the house. So those are the things that I'm beginning to learn, and I feel that once I'm able to stay focused and pay attention to everything happening. The speaker made a comment that first impression counts.
Yeah.
And people expect that at least my first 1 month, I'm able to make a good impression.
Yeah.
So
Good
that's
stuff.
that's something that I really want to do. And I want to be able to study. He handed over some tools to me on my first day. And I feel that these tools are very crucial if I'm going to excel in the house. The standing orders, the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana, those are things that I need to arm myself with, because once you go into the house, you need to be able to know your stuff.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I'm happy for you, man. Congratulations.
Thank
and I
you,
wish you
man.
all the best on this journey.
Thank you
and of
so
course,
much.
with your people as well in Kumo.
Yes.
God bless you so much, man.
Thank you, man.
Ernest Anim, Member of Parliament for the Kumo constituency here on Personality Profile on Joy 99.7 FM. I've enjoyed having this conversation. I hope you've enjoyed us as well. Uncle Ken will be on your radio very shortly. I'm Lexus Bill. Have a great evening.
With a smile, you could be the hero, you could get the gold. Breaking all the records they thought never could be broke.